Hello everybody, my name is Calista Oetama from BSJ TV, and today we will be interviewing the student who has started an Instagram account dedicated to telling weekly historical stories in a very interesting way. Calista, how are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I am very good myself. What is Our Past Lives?
Our Past Lives is a weekly Instagram account that posts stories about different historical events, figures, or objects sometimes in the form of tweets.
And that's very, very interesting. Of course, there's going to be images here or here where you can see Our Past Lives, and I think that's great. I've been meaning to ask you this. Why did you start Our Past Lives? Is there any primary motivations for why you started it?
Well, I've had a lot of history trivia stored in my brain for a while. I'm always learning something new, but I never really had anything to do with them, if that makes sense. So I wanted to make something fun and easy for people to understand, so hence the Twitter account.
Yeah, you talk about things being fun and easy, and of course you say that in Our Past Lives, whilst the form is on Instagram, the actual way that the information is structured is in the form of Twitter feeds with likes and comments. Why Twitter feeds? Why not anything else?
I think Twitter feeds are really easy to understand. They're familiar, especially for people our age, and it's just better to have something simple rather than blocks of text, which is kind of boring.
Yeah, and I completely agree. The Twitter feeds was a main reason why I was able to connect with it more. Because, for example, if a famous person spoke in one of the tweets or one of the feeds, I could see how it has more likes. And if the person's controversial, there's more comments. And I think that's pretty cool to see that you're really paying that much attention to it. And again, speaking of fun, speaking of enjoyment, did you always enjoy history? Because I know it's not the most popular subject among all students.
True. I would say I've always been interested in history since I was a kid, but I only really got into it a few years ago.
Yeah, I've always seen you do your NHD stuff, and I think it's really inspiring that, of course, you in NHD, you normally do things such as essays, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's great that you're putting that form of writing into a more, digestible form to most people, because not everyone's willing to read an essay, but I think most people are willing to read things that they're sort of maybe familiar with, and Twitter feeds are very familiar, so. Now, finally, what's your sort of favorite topic, or what's a topic that you would recommend people see on your page? Because of course you've been doing this for weeks on weeks on weeks on weeks on weeks, and there's so much content, so much amazing content. What's the one that you truly believe in that you think that people should look at?
Well, have you heard about the myth that carrots give you night vision?
Yes, I have.
Well, so apparently that was propaganda created by the British government during World War II to encourage people to grow more crops at home instead of buying it from rations.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's actually very surprising. I didn't know that because, and I can't believe that extended to, other parts of the world. So it originated in Britain.
Yeah.
And then, areas all over the world are now suddenly believing this hoax. So it's a myth. It's scientifically proven. Yeah. So, anything else you want to tell the camera?
Well, please follow our_past_lives on Instagram. Thank you.
Yes, people, our_past_lives on Instagram. It's amazing, and I know, yes, educational content is not for everyone, but in this form, it is incredibly understanding, and it's incredibly easy to follow. I've been looking at every single week to see some new content I want to learn. So if you guys want to check that out, it's somewhere on the screen. Editor, put it somewhere. Thank you so much for letting me interview you, Calista. It's been absolutely amazing. My name is Calista Oetama with BSJ TV. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Thank you.
And it goes a little something like